Hi there, welcome to the Vauxhall GrandlandX, or if you're in Europe, the Opel GrandlandX. This is actually my own Grandland, which I've had for 18 months now, and I must admit I've been really quite pleased with it. I'd like to point out that I have nothing to do with either Vauxhall or Opel or any of their dealers, so this is purely based on my own experience with the car, which, as I said before, is very good. And this is my first SUV, and on the whole I think they've done a very good job. And this particular car is based on the Peugeot 3008. It's on the EMP2 architecture, and basically it's got the same components as the Peugeot 3008. But I think, and I must be honest with you, and again personally, I think that the design of the Grandland is better than the 3008, even though the 3008 has been raved about and said it's a wonderful style and everything else. I think Mark Adams, who designs Opel and Vauxhall in Germany, and is the chief designer, has done a really good job in making this basically a Vauxhall or an Opel. I think it's just a little bit simpler. I think the Peugeot can be a little bit complicated in its design, and certainly the interior, you either like it or loathe it, whereas I think in the Grandland, it's very conventional compared to the Peugeot, but on the whole I think it's quite tasteful. And if you've ever sat in an Insignia or an Astra, well, the dashboard is very similar, very easy to use, very well built, I must say, and nothing's fallen off in the 18 months I've had it, and it seems to be quite good. So as far as the features of the Grandland, well, you can see by the exterior that it's typically Vauxhall Opel. It's got the signature lights, LED lights. This particular model's also got LED rear lights as well, which is nice, because when you put your daylight running lights on, in a lot of cars only the front lights come on, but in this particular model the rear lights are on all the time as well. This is a 1.2 PureTech turbo, which is 128 brake horsepower, plenty in a car like this really, and it's a 3-cylinder, so it's quite the well-known Peugeot PSA engine, which is common in the 308 and in the 3008. So it's a well-proved engine, seems very reliable and quite economical. I get on average just round town about 37. On a run I've had up to 51, so I don't think you can complain. And it's got the usual 3-cylinder sort of throb, but it's smooth and it's quiet, and it's comfortable. If you have an SUV, you're not really going to be racing up and down the highway in it, are you? You're going to be more for comfort. Very good family car, plenty of room. The boot is large, it's 541 litres, and about 1600 litres with the seats down. It's got a 6-speed manual gearbox, but you can get an 8-speed automatic for it as well. I prefer manual gearboxes, to be honest, but I understand the automatic is very good. This particular model, which is the SRI, or the Sport Nav as it was called previously, runs on 18-inch alloys with diamond cupped inserts on them, which is lovely. It's got the 8-inch infotainment screen with DAB. I've had this vehicle 18 months now, and apart from a service and a puncture, that's all that I've had with it. But I hope you can see from the pictures and the outside of the car and the interior of the car that you'll get some idea of just how good the Grandland is, and not to be underestimated as compared to the 3008. That's my personal opinion. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and hope to do more later on in the year. But thanks for joining me, and see you soon.